The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to World of Darkness, Queen's Gambit, the Werewolf Edition. I'm Jeannie Von Esch. I'm your storyteller. And these are my werewolves. Take it away, Archie.
Hey, everyone. I'm Antera, and I will be playing Archie Vaughn of the Bone Gnars.
Hi, everybody. I'm the Ravenous Archon, and I'll be sitting in today as Casper de Vries, not of Guru heritage.
I'm Kelly Salvo, and I'm playing Caleb Stratham of the Glasswalkers.
Hi everyone, I'm Glaciate, and I will be playing Lucius of the Child of Gaia.
Hello everyone, I'm John Leviar, and I will be playing Sean Putanesca of the Glasswalkers.
Our werewolves have had a very interesting week preparing things, but they're missing two of their pack mates. And somebody is actually going to be going out of the Alpha office and going right to where they are training right now to give them a little bit of a chat. Casper, take it away.
Thank you. I'm going to walk up on the group. I'm about 5'10", long mop of dirty blonde hair, kind of a 5 o'clock shadow. I'll come up. All of you are the ones that were put together for this Umbra travel, yes?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Who would
yes.
you be?
All right. And I'm going to pull out a blank notebook paper. Archie Vaughn is here. Yes. Caleb Statham. I have in quotations Lucius.
That's me, yes.
Okay, so you're Lupus.
No, I'm Ametis. Horns.
You will see he has horns, and on the sides of his neck, he does have gills. And it looks like fish scales.
Just come over, put my hand on your shoulder. I apologize for everything that they've done to you.
Oh, no worries.
And Putanesca.
Yep.
That's all four of you.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Are you prepared? Are you ready?
Just,
We're missing
we were
two
expecting
people.
where's
more.
Maya and Sarah?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're missing a third.
That is what we're going to do. I had the unfortunate, we'll say, wrong place at the wrong time, depending on your point of view, seeing your friends being taken.
What do you mean being taken?
By what?
More of your kind, but the ashy, scaly, tainted variety.
Archie pulls at Lucius's kilt. This kind?
That
You
looks.
see he's wearing what looks to be a black spiral dancer skin.
It's very dirty.
Yeah, that. I mean, they all look alike to me.
Yeah, it's fair.
No, I see.
Right.
Spirals.
And they took him alive?
Last I saw, they were alive. The Arun went kicking and screaming, if that helps.
That
tracked for
sounds like her.
Yeah, that tracks.
But I was too far away to do anything productive or helpful. So I decided to come and let their bond know. And now I've been told to let you know. I can take you back to where I last saw them, if that helps.
Yes, please.
That would be helpful.
Yeah, that. I think that we should go like right now, if
Now.
possible.
Yeah. I do not have the tracking abilities that your kind has.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm bad at that.
At least you have horns.
They
Come
are
on.
very useful.
There you go. Archie
Ah,
is going to grab his gym bag.
Caleb's just walking over to his car.
Lucius
Sean
is gonna
just-
take. Oh,
Sean just reaches into his jacket, pulls out a pistol, checks it to back, just pats himself in a couple of different places and like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Lucius simply takes out a actual spear from the sides of the places that they were training. That's all I have. Let's go.
do you need me to lead you into the Umbra, or can you go by yourselves?
Do we need to? I look at Archie.
We can go.
Yeah.
I mean, we would.
It's not my
obviously,
specialty, but
we're down
I
too. I
believe
mean,
we
we'd
can.
appreciate the assistance, but
And I'll draw a circle in the dirt. Series of circles that make no rhyme or reason to anyone who doesn't know about them. I won't use a mirror like some other changing breeds do, but I will step sideways and I'll just hold my hand out to whoever wants it.
Archie grabs it.
Caleb
Lucius grabs it.
does a double take, pops open his trunk, grabs a duffel bag out of it, and follows along.
Yeah, Sean just goes with.
Storyteller, should I roll to step sideways, or is it
No, I'm gonna give it to
weak
you.
enough? It's weak enough?
Yeah.
Thank you. So
You're
benevolent.
I am a benevolent storyteller. You are correct. Being that you're actually doing this in the bond, that the gauntlet is not going to be as strong. And as you turn over from what you knew as the bond, going into what now looks like almost a hellscape, bond is gone. So is all of the forest where your cars were. It looks like pretty much a toxic pit of despair. And in the far distance, you can see what looks like Milwaukee, broken, falling down, and tattered into pieces.
Almost as depressing as the Umbra at home.
Ooh, this place is freaky.
There is a reason I don't vacation here.
This
That's
is
where we're headed.
This is unfortunate. I'm used to a much cleaner and safer Umbra from where I'm from.
Where are you from?
I'm also naked now that I've stepped sideways,
Mm-hmm.
just so you guys are aware.
POS has a sensor bar where certain things are at.
Yes. I was born in South Africa.
Ooh.
My family has a preserve for endangered and hunted animals.
Very nice.
That's
Fascinating.
cool.
Sean
Uh,
is still completely dressed in a pinstripe suit and tie.
do
Lucius-
all of you here in the city have wings?
Just us.
Just our pack.
It's a Totten thing.
Owl.
Yeah, I don't think Al and I would get along. All right. Well, I hope you can keep up. And I will shift down into my lupus form. Lupus form.
Would you like to describe lupus form?
My lupus form is lithe but powerful. It is a sleek hunter's body, but it is a cheetah.
Cool. Well, I'll do the same.
Caleb looks at you and says, "Oh, do you have a golden retriever friend like the ones at the zoo?"
No,
Do you want one?
no.
Oh, okay. That's fair. And Lucius also shifts into his wolf form.
Yep.
That
Archie.
also has horns, and he has a spectral blindfold in his eyes.
Yep. Archie shifts. He looks like basically a giant coyote. North American coyote.
Caleb's gonna stay Hamid and just he'll grimace, look down. I'm not sure how to make the willpower roll for the phobia, but
It's
And then
it's rolling all of your unspent willpower dice.
okay.
I'm gonna, seeing as how some of them have taken to their lupus forms, and the reminder of the War of Rage is still very prevalent in my kind. I'm gonna turn on Impala's flight and just fucking take off.
Okay.
So my running
Three-
speed is doubled.
Three
Nice.
successes, and Caleb's gonna try and fly after him.
Yep, Sean's just gonna fly straight after him.
Okay.
Archie's going to run.
Lucius is also going to run.
And I'm assuming you're all running into the city.
Wherever
that
he's leading
direction.
us.
Wherever
Yeah.
Casper's going, then I assume he's going towards the city.
Going to
As
the
you-
last place I saw them.
Mhm.
That's fair. And as you make it closer and closer to the city, you see tar pits, nuclear waste. The Umbra is showing Milwaukee at its worst. If you would all be ever so kind as to give me a perception alertness roll, that would be great.
Okay. I have a specialty in perception that's uncanny instincts.
If you have something, you can apply it.
Okay.
I have the same one. Uncanny
Perception
instinct.
what? Sorry, Judy.
I'm sorry, what?
Perception what?
Alertness.
Alertness. It's underneath talents.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
5
on this?
successes. Oh, sorry.
Say,
difficulty, right?
your difficulty is 6. Unless I tell you otherwise, it's always 6.
2 successes.
5
Two?
successes.
1,
Two
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a 10. I have to pop that 10. 6 successes.
4 because of 2 ones. Otherwise, it would have been 6.
Damn ones, I hate those.
Mhm.
You know what? It's for those that have, I want to say 4 or above, you see the shadows before you can actually start to smell it. You do start to see a patrol coming around. It's a large one, not going to lie. You hear the thumping, you hear the gurrs, you hear the snarling. For those that have for the 3 or below, you kind of see everyone else stop for a moment, or at least slow down.
Mhm.
I keep pace.
Caleb's gonna follow along with everyone else. If they're slowing down, he slows down.
Lucius is gonna actually speed up a little to be on the front.
Casper, you've seen these people before. You know exactly what they're going to do.
Yep.
How are you going? What are you going to do? No, you're fine.
No, we're in a cityscape though, right? There's buildings and
there's buildings. You are coming right up onto the city. You're coming right into not the main part, but the slow building into it. So as you're starting to get in, you're getting into that urban escape. You're starting to go down a street. You're going down the main pathways. You do know the alleys. You see things, but those that have the higher perception start to see those shadows. And Casper knows exactly what's coming. He's seen this before.
Okay, let's. I'm going to look at the others and nod towards an alley, and I'm going to take off towards an alley to hide.
Okay.
Follow.
Yeah. Lucius is going last, but he's gonna follow.
Dying this early would be bad.
I'm gonna shift out of my feline form back into my naked ape because I can't speak the wolf tongue. Why are we hiding? Aren't you Gaia's front line? You boast about it so much, your kind does.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, here we are, hiding like ratkin.
Indiscriminate war does not lead to very good results most of the time. And
better to choose our own battlefields than meet them on theirs.
Okay. And now shift back down to my feline form. And
Where are you taking him?
Try to work around so we don't encroach on the shadows.
And as you're moving towards, you see more and more guards. You see more and more patrols. Are you staying within the alleyways now?
Yeah.
If they don't initiate a non-skulky maneuver, then I will huff a kind of sigh, but keep moving in the alleys.
Our totem is the owl. Stealth is
our thing, and wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with those perception checks, I'm going to say that you start to see something gold, something glowing, and it's high up. You can't really see a lot of detail, but it's high up in one of those broken down skyscrapers. Almost like you know why they're missing.
Stop and sit up on my haunches and just kind of like lick the back of my front paw and just kind of like point up at it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where they took the girls?
That was the bait.
Leave it to the silent strider to find something shiny.
Mm-hmm.
I'll paw at one of the pair of wings, and again lick, point, and throw myself on my side.
Caleb
let my tail
would do some kind of, I'm not sure exactly which roles, intelligence, perception, something to try and figure out whether that bait is real or not.
Give me either perception or intelligence and enigmas.
Either one's the same, so let's say intelligence and enigmas.
Sure,
Could I
go for
roll
it.
the same thing, but with perception and uncanny instincts?
Sure.
What's the DC? Just 6?
6.
5.
Okay.
That was really good.
You're not wrong.
3.
Okay. You did perception, Caleb, or did you do intelligence? Caleb.
Oh, sorry. Intelligence enigmas.
So with your roll, you notice, yeah, logically it would be up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the eagle totem. That's what you were told. Eagles like to be up high, up on top, seeing all that they preserve. You even see what looks like whispers or almost shadows of eagles flying around.
Okay.
But you know better than that. This is a broken totem. Somebody got to it first. It's got to be a decoy, because how else can they get trapped? How else can you find better things to twist and turn? And then you think there's a lot more spirals here than there should be. And you don't see them normally in town or in the city. Where do you think they hide?
Mm-hmm.
For you, John, you realize with your perception, total trap, newbie, but at the same time, this is something you haven't done before. This is a completely different ballpark. I mean, you're sitting here with a Farah who witnessed 2 of your pack members get, taken. There is more than just what you guys thought. There's more than that was reported. And that's why Maya went out to try and find out, was to actually give you a better landscape, a different view, a different understanding. And unfortunately, you're walking right into the trap. There's a reason why wolves haven't gone out here to find this piece. This is a lot more dangerous than what you thought.
I mean, better working with a Pharaoh than others he's had to work with over the years. So,
Mm-hmm. Caleb will look at Casper and just go, look, it's a trap. And then say, tell us where you saw them be taken. Take us there. Because I don't trust that. I want to know where they were taken from. See if we can find them. Find more info there.
I'll nod and get up back onto my haunches, do a big old cat yawn, stretch out like a yoga pose, just kind of like really go side to side, taking my time.
Lucius is gonna prepare because this thing's gonna bolt.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just saunter into the next alley.
Oh. Lucius was wrong.
Sean follows.
Mm-hmm.
The alley takes you about 3 blocks more north than was anticipated. And then you'll see what looks like the remnants of a 5-6 story building. And Casper, this is where you last saw him. You remember the whole building being somewhat upright. Now it's completely dilapidated and only maybe 2 walls remain. This fight took more than what you thought.
Shift out. That was not that destroyed.
We know Sarah went to town on it.
Caleb's gonna walk over and start like as stealthily as he can, but walk over and start looking for any clues, anything like that. But basically investigate and see what he can find.
Perception investigation. Go for it.
Archie's going to sniff around to see if any parts of Sarah might have been, clawed off from the massive number of.
I wouldn't say clawed off. I'd say you will send blood. You will smell blood, possible, maybe a ripped piece of clothing, maybe a little waft of hair being cut off from a claw.
Okay.
You can smell that they were here. You do smell there was a lot of blood, sweat, and I don't think there was too many tears on that.
She's probably laughing.
Does my uncanny instincts apply?
Sure.
Okay. And that means that 10s go wild, or
if you get 2 10s, they pop. Yes.
Yes. Okay. I had 2 10s. I had a 1 that canceled out one of the other 3. So I had a 9, 7, 8, and 2 10s. And then I had 1-1. So let me see here. And on the rerolls, that's 2 more successes. So 3, 5, 7 minus 1, 6.
And you're looking for what in the investigation exactly?
Just obviously they were taken away, so I'm looking for anything I can find, anything left behind, any marks, any debris, anything like that that would indicate which direction they were heading in, maybe where they were going. If they left something behind that would indicate that.
With that success, you do see Sarah's weapon marks at the back end of the building, almost like she was trying to stop being pulled out. She'd rather go under and, she'd rather go under with the building than get captured because, I mean, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But as you move around the rubble, you do notice something. Archie, quick perception and, alertness.
Okay.
Because we have a Theurge. I want to see if he at least can recognize this role.
How special you are.
I mean, there was supposed to be at least 1/3 here.
3.
By Caleb's foot,
Mm-hmm.
you see what looks like part of a stoned. You're not sure if it's a claw. It could have been a foot. Maybe, it's angled in a way where you see 3 kind of pieces of feet with talons. You're not sure. It's glowing.
Back into Hamid, and I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go over and pick it up and hold it up to the pack.
As you hold it, you start to feel part of a spirit. You found one piece.
Well,
this is broken into many pieces.
Well, got a piece of eagle.
So they could have actually found a piece. Who knows if they have the rest?
Mm-hmm.
But you will notice that they went north, getting dragged out of the city.
Since we have something of Sarah's, to the pack, I can try and find her with the right. Or do we just want to go north?
It's good
hope we find something.
I feel like wandering around the city looking for tiny pieces without any leads or any idea of how to find it would be a waste of time. We should go find our other pack members first.
I agree.
Yeah, Lucius turns back into Homid and says, especially because there's a fuck ton of spiral dancers around. Mm-hmm. If we don't measure our steps carefully, we might just walk into a combat. I'm not fine with that, but we are not at full power here.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Archie's going to put his backpack as a gym bag down. He's going to open it up and rustle around it. He's going to pull out a string, and the string has a small rough cut garnet on it. And then he is going to use Rite of the Questing Stone with a piece of Sarah as the anchor to hopefully get a direction at least.
I'm going to plop myself back down while this rite is being enacted. And again, just tail.
It's a standard roll. If the guru...
Looking it up right now. Right is...
It says standard roll. It doesn't say what.
It's a mystical rite, so it's...
Wits and ritual. Difficulty is 7. Just leave it to the best set to do absolutely nothing, but just chill here, walk, and let their tail wave.
Oh, does this count? Does my mystic specialty count for this?
Sure. Why not?
All right. That's a lot of dice.
I've seen cat videos on the internet. I know what's expected of me.
Five successes.
Yeah, this is going to lead you north out of the city.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like they realized what was going to happen and they're pulling you away from what you need to go to.
They knew why the Maya and Sarah were there. All right. So they're headed out of the city.
We have a task, but at the same time, we'll be more likely to be successful if they're with us.
Yeah.
Oh, and we can't leave them behind.
No.
Well, so I guess we will
Go north.
go north and exercise the same care as keeping an eye out for the roving shadow patrols.
That we need something first. And Lucius is going to look at Casper. I believe you say that your work here was to show us where they were taken. Are you coming with us to try and rescue them?
I'll shift down back into my Hamid form. I can, if that's what you want. You keep talking about how you are short-handed. I'll be honest, this is not what I expected from the supposed winners of the War of Rage, but yeah, I can offer my assistance.
Nobody won the War of Rage. Everybody just lost.
If I can,
The only
at
winner
least,
was the worm.
Yeah, and my tribe specifically didn't even fight.
That makes you more or less of a coward.
I wasn't born there.
Noted. I'll shift back down to my feline form and just kind of bat at some of just kind of move some of the debris, just kind of like looking around, like pretending to be as investigative as they were, and then just kind of like
I think
lose
Archie's
interest.
got the lead now, so
Yep.
Archie.
So
Okay.
start heading north.
We're gonna
Going north, you would think would have been easy. Sure, it's simple. You're heading out towards the city. Why would anyone want to guard? As you go north, you see more highly constructed, and it's weird. Why would this be constructed in the Umbra? Why would there be fortresses? Why would there be towers and pits and why would this all be here? Why would there be green fire? Why would there be anything really? It's the Umbra. It's a dead land. It's a waste.
Because they're preparing for war.
As you get closer, you start to see you may or may not have to go into the middle of what looks like a large black fort that's made out of the broken steel and broken pieces of all of the dilapidated skyscrapers. Or can you go around? Do you want to just charge right in, or you want to go somewhere else? Because you're going to see it coming towards you as you go more and more north. You will see more and more patrols. Now the question is do you all dodge? Do you hide? Do you start to go sneaky? How do you handle going around the patrols and the Nexus crawlers and the things that you're not quite sure are flying above you? They all see you. The spirits it is that are flying above you. Archie, you're more aware of this than anyone else. Casper, you kind of notice certain ones get your eye.
Mm-hmm. I would have been looking for them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, as we're padding forward, I'm gonna slowly shift up into my Hispo form, my big saber-toothed tiger, just in case.
Lucius is actually gonna reduce the pace and look at everyone. He's also gonna to shift up into Hispo. And he's gonna say into everyone else, since Casper can't understand, we are going to have to fight. But if we fight head on, reinforcements will come to their side, not to ours. I advise that we take a different approach. We go to a side that is less guarded. Kill whoever's there silently.
Mm-hmm.
and enters as fast as we can.
I agree.
In
We should dodge as much as we can and look for the smallest group to get past.
if what is the test to shift my throat so I can speak? Because I also have to inform this to Casper, but I'm not going to stop and shift.
Are you-
Sean would pass on the message to Casper.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Lucius is gonna say, if it comes down to it, leave me behind, grab them, and go. I can draw you enough time, but let's not do this as a priority.
Do you want
Hope we
Sean
don't
to
need
tell
go
that to
far.
Casper?
Yes, everyone's gonna hear it, but it's also so Casper can hear it.
Yeah. So he would say, Sean would look at Casper and say, if you get a chance while we're fighting, get the girls out. Leave us, we'll catch up.
Just nod and I'll pad at Lucius's tail.
And yeah, I believe that the strategy that we're going to use is poke around for as much as possible.
As long as we can.
We are being seen, so we are not going to look for a direct fight. We're going to look for the weakness in their formation, to strike there as fast as we can, enter, grab the girls if they are there. If not, jump out.
This is fair. And as you guys get closer, you do notice that more and more people are around. You start to hear it's more of an unnerving kind of footfall with these Nexus crawlers. They're not ones that you've normally seen. These aren't born. They're made. They're twisted and contorted. The smell of Pentex is all over. Hesper, you realize those two that you saw prior to, they're bigger now. You do know that.
I got 4 strong werewolves with me. I'm okay.
Okay. Are you going towards, as in going to the gate exactly? Or are you going to moving to the sides? Because you do see that this is almost out of the city. And as you would go out of any city with the major arteries of highways, this is built right on one of them. You can move to the sides if you so choose. You think about it putting, the biggest thing I can think of is like almost like the Eye of Sauron, smack a dab at the top part of Milwaukee in this barren wasteland hellscape. But there's always ways around it because this is all made out of fallen skyscrapers, fallen buildings.
Yeah.
I vote for a round.
Yeah, I
Pick our fights.
Caleb, still using the mental speech, would say, hey, let's try and not go in the front gate. Let's go in. Let's look for a side door.
I mean, and look, we can just be fair. They know we run in packs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're crazy and corrupted and evil, but they're still thinking, and they know that they're probably going to come and someone's going to probably come and rescue them. So,
Yeah.
To pull the nerd card, why would we show up at the front gate of Mordor? Let's look for the side cave where we can sneak past the scary spider.
I have no idea what Mordor is, but I do have a question. Archie, Caleb, and Sean, the 3 of you are familiar with this, I believe the word is architecture.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It seems like body parts to me of the buildings. Would you be able to enter the body parts, choose the best ones that we can enter and hide, instead of going up front? The parts seem scattered, but Perhaps something that all of you can work into a theory?
Storyteller, does that seem like a logical thing from the pieces of the building that are there, or is it just like torn up, bits of rebar and concrete?
It's rebar, concrete, parts of steel that have fallen off of the building. It looks like it wasn't exactly welded, but it looks like it was forced together by sheer force of will. When you guys get angry, how you guys like to put things together and make it stick no matter what. The power of not only your will but the gifts that you have. Black Spiral Dancers have gifts too.
There don't seem to be any openings in these parts of the buildings that we could exploit. It's
Like there's
been
none of the
torn down
pieces-
into just pieces.
like none of the
back
pieces
together.
they used happen to be hollow or something like that.
And if I may bring up an obvious point, were they expecting flying werewolves?
Storyteller, how are the Weaver spirits behaving to what's happened here?
They're confused. They're looking at you guys going, what the hell? But they're also confused because it looks like they've been misdirected as well. Again, Black Spiral Dancers have their own as well. They have their own theurges. They have their own ways of corrupting. You do realize this isn't the same place you were, 36 hours ago.
Is there a Weaver spirit close enough that I can scoop it off of its web?
Sure.
Okay. I just paw at it until I can grab on. I'm not going to kill it. I'm just going to bite it down and bring it over to Archie.
It will gently try to escape or try to get out of your hands.
No, it's in my mouth. And then if it squirms, I bite down a little harder. Like I start putting jaw pressure until it understands that we need something from it.
Okay.
Easy on the jaw pressure. Real talk.
It'll squirm gently, not completely, but at least let Casper know it's uncomfortable and doesn't want to be here.
Hey, we won't take up much of your time. So what kind of spirit is it?
I would say it's a mixture of the thing I hate the most and possibly a rat. It looks like it was conjoined.
Hey.
You see a mixture of different parts kind of added together. One too many eyes, maybe a couple of extra skidded fingers or extra skidded legs, 3 tails.
Rats with too many legs. Ugh.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
Don't go to New York.
Why aren't you a unique little thing?
I'm here. What do you need? What do you want?
Hey,
Let me go.
Hey, relax. Just a couple questions. We'll let you go.
Tell the football to leave me alone.
Hey, football, leave him alone. I say that to Casper. It's his words, not mine.
You're muted. Hi, Ben.
I pulled the Ben. As I'm about to let it down, the moment that Archie says those are his words, then I just look back up and crunch a little bit.
Yes. Let me go. What do you want? Annoying little creatures.
We just need a way into that place that is the front gate.
You want to go in there? Why?
Those dickheads got up with the friends of ours.
Wait, which dickheads? There's too many dickheads. Do you want to narrow the
all
down?
of them except the us, and there's 2 of those.
I don't know any of the us. What the us?
Oh, the guru, you know.
Oh, you smelly things. Got you. Yeah, they took a couple people in. I want to say it was about 4. Maybe it was a 5. Could have been 6. Not many are left up in there.
Did you say they weren't in there anymore? Is that, I didn't hear
I
that.
said not many are left in there anymore.
Oh, not many are left in there, so they've taken others. Interesting.
Others were here. Others were there. Not many left. The screaming was annoying.
We're sorry our pain caused you any trauma.
I mean, do you always cause me trauma? The football here, if I need to give it a little bit of Catnip, I will, because this is uncomfortable.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to repeat any of those words because we need to continue this conversation. So, a way in that isn't the front gate.
If I teach you how to get through that, will you let me out of his mouth? It's getting sappy in here.
Yes. He will let you go if he can help us.
Fine. Only under duress do I do this because a little annoying. If he drops me, I promise I will not run away yet. I'll
After
show you
you
how
show
to
us.
get in. Yes.
All right, Casper, you can let him go. He's going to help.
Just lean forward.
It kind of just flops down and does a shaking, and parts of its hair fall off, and you see one of its legs kind of just flip around, and it's like, ugh. And he starts to slowly look back at the fluff bar and like, ugh. And slowly making sure you guys can keep up. He will actually not take you directly even close to the gate. He takes you down an alleyway. And as you go, you're passing 2 blocks, then 3, and then he turns north. Another 3 to 4 blocks. And that is where you see a rounded out area. It's not as guarded, but you've just passed several blocks of buildings where you could or could not gently pillage something to make yourselves dressed as them. They look like normal dock guys. Seems like they had to be in human form for some reason, as they pull what looks like a wagon of poor unfortunate souls they've pulled from the other world. You can smell the worm. You can see the sides of the faded Pentex sign. You know exactly what's going to happen to these people, or more people.
Jesus.
We can't let this happen. He says in mental speech.
This is a heck of an operation.
So
we'll turn to the spirit. That's the less guarded entrance?
That, or you go through the sewers. That's fun.
I'm going to guess the sewers are probably worse.
I mean, nothing like a little bite, and run, right?
So our little friend says the sewers are this entrance.
Guessing this entrance is probably what we got then.
Yeah.
Well,
I would consider the stealthier option of the sewers. I don't feel right letting this happen.
there's not much stealth that can be done that will solve this problem. And he points at the place.
All right. Are there guards, or is it just people moving in and out doing jobs?
It's 2 guards, but they're kind of like doing manifesting. They're doing inventory. They're looking over these certain carts of different things, different supplies. You notice that from where you're at, about, I want to say 4 or 5 blocks west, you can see where things are a little hazy. The gauntlet's a little thin. You could see where they're starting to pull things in and out. Looks like there was a shipment.
Mm-hmm.
And these people are strong enough to actually rip through and just bring things in. The gauntlet's going to be completely and utterly pissed at all of this. And for a fact, that's going to cause a lot of harm on the other side.
I don't have a way to fight quietly. If anyone else wants to start it, I will be there.
I can try. Not the best one at that, but I can try. And Lucius is gonna use a gift. He's gonna use Razor Claws. That's spending a rage. And for the turn, while they are surveying, I'll be concentrating on sharpening my claws, and that will reduce my Oh, my difficulty in 1 and add 2 damage to my claw attacks.
Hey,
Uh,
Lucius, take the one on the left. I'll take the one on the right. And you see, Sean's just been standing there ever since you came in sight of the guards at the gate. And he's just been standing there with his pistol pointed at the guard on the right.
Okay.
once I see Lucius start to grind his claws against the dirt, I'm going to start to pad stealthily around towards the one that he's looking at.
Oh,
And I'm just going to shake my butt and get ready to pounce.
Thanks for the image.
it's the wiggle before they pounce.
You see the
It's the
Swara
hunt-
cat
the-
wiggle.
The hunter's wiggle,
If
bro.
Caleb,
Mhm.
as Caleb sees Sean already pull out his gun, he's going to pull out his gun as well, just because. Well, okay, I guess we're not going that quiet. Mm.
All right. I'll shift into Krynos just in case. So. Well,
I'll
And you
shift it into my native form.
Valid, which is Krynos. Thank you very much. And you will see these guys starting to clear off or kind of like put markers on them for what's good. And the gate has opened. So you can get clear into them. It's just these two that are not realizing that you're deciding to pounce on them. So tell me how would you like to start this off?
I believe Lucius will be the one that first engages. He's gonna literally pounce on one of them and use his claws on their throat so they cannot scream.
Okay.
But also looking to do a lot of damage if possible.
There, go ahead and give me a roll.
Do I roll with strength and brawl or dexterity and brawl?
Being your pouncing, I would say strength and brawl at the moment.
Okay, so strength, that's... Oh my god, that's a lot of dice.
Yeah.
Welcome to Werewolf.
Mhm.
Brawl, I'm gonna
And you're in
get
Krynos, so yeah.
even more dice.
Mhm.
And I have a specialty in dirty infighting. I'm not sure if that applies, but hey. Communicating.
I think that sounds pretty dirty.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I gotta up the pants. 11.
Shit, 11 to strike? Fuck. Yeah. And you're pouncing on the back of him, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's so wound up. I just rolled. Yeah, you totally pounce him. It's not that hard to slit his throat, even though he is trying to push you back. I would say with the damage you've just done, because oh my God. Okay, so yeah, guard one's dead. Well done. The other one is now turning around to see his friend being completely and utterly gangster styled cut.
Junie?
Yes.
As soon as they pounce,
Mhm.
Sean shoots that guard in the head for 10 aggravated damage.
Yeah, you guys aren't even going to let them fight back at all, are you?
No.
Why would we do that?
Why would we?
That's fine. Fine. Hey, it's all good. Oh, gravy, baby. Oh, gravy. So, yeah, one gets pounced and slashed very quickly. The other one's head decided to, shall we say, slightly implode. And both bodies are now dead and laying there with a copious amount of blood just spilling all over the place. Welcome to Werewolf.
Mhm.
Caleb's going to move towards the gates and try and get through. Also see if there's anyone. I'm not sure I entirely understand what's going on with the carts, but if there's anyone living that I can send away, I'm going to try.
Let's just push you this way. They're not completely dead.
Mhm.
They're half dead. But at the same point, they're half alive. So they're on that, like last string. Because they
mostly
need him
dead
a
is still
lot.
partly alive.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't have
Not
miracle
dead
medics.
yet.
You can see that there is nobody walking out of this. I mean, they're not walking, period.
Okay.
That's
So
why the
they're on
carts
like
are there.
carts. Okay.
Yes. They're laying there, I would say like slabs, going one way ahead this way, and then the next layer, the head is this way, and they're piled up that way. They're
Like cornway.
more pretty much.
Okay.
You can notice that it's either a hospital gown. It could have been somebody caught in the wrong place at the wrong time and got shot.
Given this place seems to be made up of chunks of abandoned whatever and blown up whatever, Caleb's going to look around and see if there's like any empty rooms that doesn't look like they've got a use that someone's trying to that if he could possibly hide the cart somewhere that someone's not going to stumble on them immediately.
Yeah, give me perception and alertness. It's great. I'll give you that.
I'm gonna pad down towards the carts and kind of pad at the lock.
Go for it.
Is it real or is it a spiritual lock?
It's a real lock. You feel the iron. You feel the steel.
Does it have a little weaver spirit attached to it?
No, it does not. Not this one.
I feel like I should get a bonus for 3 7s, but no, it just says Vegas luck. 9 7 7 6 7 6 9 3 7s and 6.
5 successes.
5 successes.
So what you're looking at is what is pertained to the wall. You got slabs of skyscraper. You got rebar. You got some concrete, and then you see, as part of this, what would be considered a wall is ripped out parts of buildings that have fallen and been discarded, and they just throw it up there for, a wall. They couldn't make it into anything as a part of a tower. And as you're turning around and going through this, just to see the quick construction of everything, as you move one of those kind of like giant pieces of steel, you see a forgotten meeting room, an old boardroom that has plenty of room for these carts.
Caleb's gonna drag one of the carts in there and look at the others of the pack and just kind of like,
I'll help.
come.
I will point out that this is on the outside of the wall, not on the inside, so it makes it easier for you when you're leaving. If you are so inclined to save these poor souls, you are not turning around and trying to drag them through the gate.
Okay.
Yeah, Sean is staying in the same place, just looking around to see if anyone's coming, any reinforcements or anything like that.
Lucius is actually going to accompany them and to be sure there's no extra surprises inside.
As you do that, you will hear people moving around inside because you're part of the wall now, except for Sean. Casper, what are you doing?
I'm not helping, but I'm definitely staying close. I'm confused by their desire to help these people. So I want to observe what's going on.
You do watch them take, I want to say it's about 4 carts of half alive, half dead people and put them into this boardroom. You do see some patrols on the inner part of this circle, but you know that they're not coming towards the gate because they think that there's people tending to this gate. So why bother? And when you finish,
Once
go
we
ahead.
get them stashed, I'll turn around and head through the gate.
As you had such a high perception, I would say as you're starting to go through the gate, you do notice there are monitors. There are people. And I'm not saying monitors as in like a TV screen. There are people actually looking towards. So as you get to that clearing of the gate to go inside, you do see them looking around and you will time it to the point where as they look away, you could get everyone in and probably find another crevice to hide in.
Okay.
Sean is with the group now.
Mm-hmm.
Casper, did you join?
Yeah, once we're inside and we're skulking, I'm gonna shift down. Why didn't you just end their suffering like the others of your kind do?
Some of them could be saved.
Some. Not all of them.
I live in the city.
Better save
I
some
wouldn't
than
want to see them all
lose
die.
all.
You are a very different breed of wolf.
Like that as a compliment.
Sure. And I'll shift back down to my Hispo form.
And as you guys start to go around, you'll start to see where the tower is. You'll see it's not just a tower. It's 4 skyscrapers almost formed together. You're looking at about 30 floors.
Great. Do I still have a lingering sense from the right of where they are?
They're in
Is
one
it
of
up?
those. It's up. It's always up.
It's always up.
It's always up.
Of course it is.
I mean, if it's up, we can just fly up there.
If we go through the
So,
middle inside,
If we fly up the outside, we might be seen. There's 4 towers shoved together. Is there like a... Can I see if there is like a open area in the middle between the 4 that's maybe not as watched by all the observers around the outside?
Give me a perception and alertness, because that's a good question. I'm going to let the dice tell me that one. Yes.
Can I do the same roll? That's a very good tactical idea.
Sure. Let the dice tell me what you guys know.
Actually, would this be a group thing? A group effort?
Would you all like to do this?
If it makes it a group effort.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, because that would add another die to the pool because supporter merit.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yes, you would. Who's got the highest pool between Caleb and who's got the higher pool amongst all of you?
6.
Oh, for what is it?
Perception.
One other than me.
alertness.
Perception alertness. I got 7.
8.
I got 7.
Okay, I've got a 7 and an 8.
Yep.
So you're between the Bastet and Lucius. Which one? Which one of you would like to roll?
Not that Lucius roll. This is a werewolf thing.
Okay.
Then add the extra die to your roll
Okay. So
for
that's
support
an 8.
amendment.
That's an 8 dice pool for me. And I do have an uncanny instincts, just to clarify. I'm not sure if that applies to robots.
This is your specialty, is going against the weird and unusual.
Perhaps.
Hi, Lydia. Don't say Beetlejuice 3 times here.
Okay. That's not the best row ever. That's 3.
With 3, with 3, you do notice that the monitors are watching the tower, but they're watching also. You've got about 6 main monitors or 6 main areas that people are looking. You do see that there are at least 3 packs in here. There are several Nexus crawlers, and it looks like there's also training grounds for more Nexus crawlers. Why? You're not sure. Somebody knows. But at the same time, there is that lingering sense of your packmates here. How lingering they are, you're not sure. But this is a whole lot of what the fuck, why the fuck, and how the fuck. And you were supposed to just come here for a totem.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very dodgy, at least to see all the way up to see if you can get around all this.
Lucius kind of.
What are the
shakes his
odds
head.
someone can come after us if we just fly up the outside? Or if we fly up the outside and then break in a room?
Well, I
Would
think
they
they
have
will.
to
It's just a matter of
travel
how
there?
long.
Yeah, they get there eventually, but how much of a delay would they have?
That's a good question. Archie, can you perhaps pinpoint where exactly they are, or at least the general area in which they are?
It's up. Do I have a vague 1 or 2 towers, maybe? Or
I would say you're kind of kitty corn because it seems like they're moving. So it's
Mhm.
between one of 3 towers, and it's like the back 3, not the front one.
it looks like it's the back tower, but they're not in one spot. They're moving them around. Or they're in a carousel of death. I don't know.
Do we just fly up and look?
I think we fly up and go in.
Okay.
We've
Yeah,
gotten
Archie's
as
gonna
far as we
Archie's
can
gonna
with
take
stealth.
that prompt then.
I do have a suggestion.
Hmm.
What if we break the ways that they can enter through those buildings? We enter and break the whatever they use to climb. It will make difficult and give us more time.
If we get in and there are elevators or stairs, we can try and collapse them.
Yeah.
But we won't know that till we get there. So.
Yeah, we
Yes.
won't know that till we get in. Let's fly. Caleb's gonna go ahead and just take that prompt then and wait for when it looks like as few monitors as possible are looking in his direction, and start flying up and basically doing an investigation search to see if he can, as he flies up, see if
Give
he
me a
can spot
willpower
the room.
check first.
Yeah, I know. Let's see here.
Sean's just like, come on, Archie, you tell us when it looks like they're straight ahead instead of up.
Okay.
Apparently, the phobia is not bothering him tonight. He's good.
And
Okay.
Sean would look at Casper and be like, do you need a ride up?
Big old sigh and then shift down into my naked monkey self, please.
Lucius extends his hand.
Now just hold my hands up like uppies.
Yes, Lucius is going to give you a piece. He goes into Krynos for the piece, so there's extra space.
Now the Medulla bitch is set for this one. Thank you. And as everyone is giving uppies, I think right now this is the best time to go to break. Because uppies, thank you.
Yeah, everything, all in peripherals just decided to go kaput for a second.
That's not good. Are we back? Oh, hi everyone. Sorry. We lost our surge and then we had to pick him back up again. Thank you guys all for the break. Hope you're enjoying. Here we go. You guys are going into what looks like the back part of this tower. It's dilapidated. You can see that this isn't just one building. This is a series of buildings. The elevator, what's that? Though they did have the mind enough to line the stairs. And as you guys fly up and you see the chunks, because I'm assuming you're all flying, you see these chunks of different buildings. You do see inside the buildings too. Training centers. What looks like operating rooms. That rooms. People being, shall we say, given a chemical bath. People with limbs that should not have limbs in different places. I'll let you have that mental picture of that. You do know that you could see the Pentex chemicals. Oddly enough, you can actually see a Pentex person maybe once or twice. There are things in here that should not be, and yet here we are. Wits and awareness, or not wits and awareness, I'm sorry, perception and alertness as you guys are flying up.
Okay.
Because
Can
who
I
would
do perception investigation as well, but try and see if I can find something.
Sure. Absolutely. Just tell me what you're looking for.
Looking for a room that has any indication that our fellow pack members were there or are there now or have been through there. Maybe a room with a bunch of guards trying in front of a door.
That's fair. I got a 4, 3.
3.
I only got 1
3.
on the perception alertness, but let me
6
do
successes.
investigation. Four.
Okay. I'm going to start with the perception and alertness. With the cat having the uppies moment, as you guys are flying, this gives Casper the chance to actually look around and observe. You've never had this done before, do you? Have you?
No, and I'm not like enjoying, like I did the uppies in a kind of like way to humiliate the guru. I was not expecting to be actually uppied. So I'm dead weight. Like I'm just like just letting him like hold on to me under my armpits, and I'm just like staring, just looking at things.
You do notice that they have seen you. You do realize that people are now entering in the back building, and you know that certain people are starting to turn around at those windows as Calisabo is getting close to one. You may see a room full of guards, but at the same time, you do see them all turning alerted to your presence. And that's where the guns start.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they saw us.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna use a gift.
Mm-hmm. That'd be good. I mean, dodging bullets is going to be a thing in a minute.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to keep flying up, hoping to stay further up ahead of them turning around.
That's fine. What were you trying to do, Lucius?
I'm gonna utilize the gift Luna's armor.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna utilize Gnosis. Let me mark it. I'm gonna roll stamina plus survival. Okay. I have one specialty in stamina.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbreakable.
While he's doing that, would you allow Casper to dodge this, or are you dodging for him, Lucius? You're the one who gave him uppies.
I'm not sure he can dodge. I mean, is he gonna jump into the building? Is he gonna fall?
I mean, he's a cat.
Good point. Yeah, if he wants to dodge and he makes the motions, Lucian is gonna allow him to leave.
Okay.
But
I will let Casper make that call while you're doing Luna's armor. Everyone else give me a dex, and I'm trying to see what we got here now. I'm going to do a dex athletics roll. So death and axes, please, and thank you.
Lightning reflexes apply.
Sure, because you see the bullets.
The moment that Lucius gets me close enough that I won't die from falling into the building, I'll definitely jump off.
Okay. And you got a 2? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got 4 successes in Luna's armor.
I got 2. I got a 4.
6 successes on dex and athletics.
Okay. And when a boner and kiss.
6.
5, 6. Cool. So most of you guys turn around and are easily dodging this. Caleb, what form are you in?
Hamid.
Fantastic. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay, 1 second. I'm so sorry.
Time to learn about healing.
You're not wrong.
I've got a book or a sheet for that.
Yeah, you feel it. You feel it in your legs, actually. And
I don't need those right now. I'm flying.
That's true. You feel it in your legs and possibly in your lower abdomen.
Hmm.
And you get shot 4 times. Here's the bad part of it. 2 of them are silver. 2 of them are incendiary.
Oh. Okay.
No bueno.
No.
You'll be fine.
What does
Can
that
you
do?
roll? Can you roll me a soak?
Okay, I need to remember how to do that.
Stamina.
Stamina.
Mhm.
Just pure stamina.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
And I do have resilient as a specialty in stamina.
Add that too, please.
What is that at? That's just if I get
If you
Tens.
get 10, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you want to get 10s.
Only the best.
3? 3 over 6?
3 over 6. Okay, that's not bad. You do get 2 aggravated damage.
Okay.
At the moment, he wasn't a good shot. At least he turned around and got you with specific things.
At least
You're not.
You're
Go
in
ahead.
natural form. You know.
Yeah, silver doesn't do well with that, but still, yay you. Not bad. It's horrible. Anyhow, yeah. So everyone, you guys dodge with no problem, and you see Caleb get it. You know he's hurting and bleeding.
Yeah. Can I grab him and hoist him up with me? Is he still flying? Okay.
If he's still flying, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Krynos, so my strength's probably plenty for that. I would think.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a second gift.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use back shield.
Okay.
That is a charisma intimidation, and the difficulty is equal to the lowest willpower among the enemies. And
Okay.
I will have to do an action to draw their attention,
Mhm.
and that will be easy. I'm gonna howl the highest I can do, so they can
Okay.
all look at me and only at me, not at my pack.
Diff is 8.
Am I no longer in his arms while he's doing this? Because I don't want to be part of that.
Yeah, you bounced off, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to. That's too close to center stage for me. Thank you.
You prefer stage right? And
Honestly, upstage
yeah,
for
fair
this
enough.
character.
I have a specialty. To roll is charisma intimidation. I have a specialty in air of confidence, and I very much am passing. I'm not afraid of you.
Fair enough.
Um,
As you're doing that, you do see a landing, kind of like a landing pad. It's not exactly a landing pad, but it's a makeshift one, and you would believe that that's at least where they were taken to for the moment. So if you would like to have Casper land there before you do all of this fuck shit, and as you are trying to dodge all of the bullets, because I'm sure you're all flying upwards, you do see a makeshift like helipad.
Okay, I'll do that. Let Casper down and do this howling. What's the lowest willpower amongst everyone there?
8.
Holy fuck! All right then, so that's a 2.
Nice. Do you get some of them paying attention to you now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot, because they
They
are firing at the rest of them still.
They will be doing that. Everyone that's not doing that at me, they'll be doing that at a -2 penalty.
Not a problem. So as they are firing, some of them are firing at you, some of them firing at the rest. Are you going to be landing on this pad? And where are you going from there?
I'm going to land on the pad with Caleb, and I'm going to use Mother's Touch when I land.
Give me a roll, please and thank you. As you're doing that, Casper and Sean.
Sean's going to yell at Archie, here or up still?
I look.
You're on the toppest part that you can get to.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're going into spires.
Okay.
And
do I get
spires
a sense
have nothing in there.
General direction?
It's more of there may be a couple of flights lower than you, but at the same time, it's moving. They keep moving. It's a forever shifting. It's almost like they know you're there, so they're wanting you to keep guessing where they're at.
I point down.
Yeah, Sean drops down onto the landing pad with the others.
I'm going to go into my
I got-
Hispo form and start hunting.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
5 with 2 10s. I don't know if that matters.
Okay.
Does it
Nope,
do-
that's fine. That actually helps bring him down to 1 aggravated.
Then I'll help him up.
Okay. Casper started to go hunting. Are you going to find a way to get downstairs?
Any way that I can get to whoever shot at us, that's the goal.
So as you find a way down, it's not that hard. There's several doors. It looks like this is where they use to, shall we say, ever heard of how to teach somebody how to fly? Well, this is the place that they do it. You either fly or you don't. And as you burst through one of those doors, I wouldn't say burst. So I see you go skulky right through the door. And you go down at least a flight. You start to hear a lot of commotion, gunfire, people yelling and shouting. Grab him, get him away. You hear this wild banshee of a cackle. Is everyone together, or are you all fighting? Are you all getting towards Casper?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after
We are
following
following
Casper.
Casper.
And as you follow Casper, you'll see a whole bunch of guys running past you. It's like you're down against that wall of a stairwell and you seeing through like a broken glass of a door, these people running past. They're shouting, they're screaming, they're following whatever they're trying to hunt. But you also hear another group going, pull them down, get them away. They're here for them. We got to hide them.
Well, I think we should go there.
Mm-hmm. Lucius
If
is going to
there's-
be right.
If there's anything trying to block our way, I do have intrusion as a gift. I can try and use that.
Lucius is going to be accompanying Casper side by side.
As you guys open through that door of where you're at, it's not hard to see there's a group trying to push your cohorts away or trying to at least get them away from you. They look about a good 20 people deep.
Mhm.
Like these are important people. They know that they have to keep them away from you, or at least you think.
Mhm.
The gunfire is off to your left with this insanely high cackle that you swear it's some weird ass ragabash that you guys know from the bond somewhere. Not Casper, he doesn't know. But everyone else should know this one. What would you like to do?
I'm going to stop and look back.
Can I see the people that are shooting at where the person who's cackling?
No, they've actually turned the corner, but you can hear it.
Okay.
It's as clear as Sean when he sings in the shower while you guys are all, cleaning up for the evening. This cackle is just ringing and you know it.
Mm-hmm.
You know that crazy ass ragabash.
Hey,
Yes.
Is it Peggy?
Mm-hmm.
Peggy showed up.
We need to go get Peggy too.
Do we
Well-
have to?
Yes.
We do.
If I hold my hand up, will she give me a drink? I could use one.
I think she's a little preoccupied right now.
Ugh.
It's almost like she's trying around and actually dividing.
Mm-hmm.
She can't
running
divide
into things.
everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right,
Lucius
well,
is going to
So
turn around and look at all of you. All right, then.
All right.
The
So
main,
it looks like we got some help.
let's not waste this time.
And there's only
The
20
main-
of them.
The main idea is to grab them and leave. We are not here for glory. We are here for saving them. Only kill if necessary. Hinder is most important. Leave them to the ground if you must. But only stop when we have them and we leave.
Caleb's going to head around the corner and see if maybe he's coming up behind the people who are shooting at Peggy.
Okay. So for Peggy, you go left. For your for the other people, you go right. So you're going left then, correct?
I'm going left. Yeah. I'm going to go for Peggy first because I think that one might be the easier fight right now. And then we can go follow and get the rest.
Are you all for Peggy, or are you all kind of still deciding?
We got to get to the pack before they are taken away. They can't, without us, they're just going to get moved again, and you'll have to do this all over again.
Yeah, I see Caleb. Yeah, I see Caleb heading down towards the other side, and I just turn back to the group, like eyes wide, like the bottom of my jaw kind of a little bit low.
Yeah, Caleb, I think we need to trust Peggy.
We are going to rescue her. Better as a pack.
Archie, lead the way to the girls.
Yeah.
All right.
Caleb will turn around and follow the rest.
All right, so we're heading towards what? The group of 20?
Yep.
You're going right, and it doesn't take you long before you can see 2 carded cages, and the cages are closed. So it's solid steel. You can see that these cages have gone through the ringer, especially Sarah's. Because, I mean, seriously. And you see them being it's all chained up. They're being pushed, and there's guards all around them. And they are trying to get them down another, it's not an elevator shaft. It's more of like a pulley and wheel system. They've turned around and rigged things within shafts. It's not an elevator, but they're trying to bring them down as quickly as possible.
Caleb's going to draw his gun and shoot at one of the ones pushing.
Okay.
I think. So what's the pulley? The pulley system's just rope and wood and metal?
It's all metal. It's like metal and cranes.
Okay.
Are they in there already, or are they still on the floor getting in there?
There's about 3 of them picking it up and putting it in. Mind you, most of these are all in Krynos.
Yeah.
So the snarly, growly, they're talking with each other. Again, they have their own gifts. So it's more of, okay, there's 20 of them. They're big, they're mean. You could see the glaives, you could see the protection that in Arch, you see all of this, all of the spirits that they're working with around them.
Shit.
Hey, Junie, they're all in like a very close area, right?
I'd say this room that they've put themselves into is a 10 by 20. So it's not exactly all clustered in together, but they're all looking around. They're alerted to your presence. I know you're eventually going to be coming.
Right. But if, say, someone were to use a spray attack, could you cover the whole room in one clip?
I'd say you could get quite a few of them. You have to remember their reaction times as well.
Not when I'm using a gift.
Listen here, my guy. I'm explaining to you what you have described. Okay. Cool. As you guys are seeing this, I have Caleb wanting to pull out a gun and shoot. Sean's going to be doing something else. What are the other 3 of you doing?
Are the cases on? Are they carried or are they on wheels?
They're on some kind of wheeled, like cart.
Yeah.
It's making it easy for them to push throughout so they can move it quicker.
Yeah.
You said that none of them had been loaded up onto the pulley system yet, right?
Yes, they have not been. They're on their way to be.
That's why Caleb wants to shoot. He's trying to stop them.
Yeah. I'm gonna use Impala's gift. Right? Yeah, Impala's flight. and my perfect balance merit to shoot over the shoulders of all of them, so I can get to the pulley system before anything else.
Got my idea.
Okie dokie.
Mhm.
Hey, Junie,
Yes.
that's 9 successes on Tommy's new trick to
Okay.
shoot every one of these. He's not aiming to try and shoot them anywhere, necessarily kill them right away. It's just he wants to put a bullet into each one of them.
Okay. That's the gift is called Tommy's new trick.
Glasswalker gift. Rank 1. Wise
Got
guy
you.
camp.
Can you put that on the thing for me really fast so I could read
Yep.
that? I'd appreciate
Just
it.
a
Thank
sec.
you. Okay. So I've got somebody shooting. I have the cat pouncing. I have Caleb shooting. Archie and Lucius. What are you guys doing?
I want to try and knock over the cages, or at least one of the cages.
Okay.
I'm still in
That
grind,
was-
so yeah.
That's fine. That was a 9 success for you, Caleb. What did you roll for your shot?
Sorry.
While you're doing that, Lucius, what are you doing?
Oh, I am going to. I have an idea. I will spend 2 rage so I can get 2 extra actions.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try and hit the floor, try and jump on them and break the floor so the numbers they have is so big they fall to the floor below. And I have 2 extra actions, and I'm going to spend both my extra actions doing that to guarantee they all fall to the floor below, and we have a clear way to at least less number of Black Spiral Dancers. And if the cages fall on top of them, these cages can probably hold up a lot of weight, and Garou might. So I risk to say they might be a little heavy. So they might deal with other Black Spiral Dancers if necessary.
Fair enough. Give me a roll on that one, Lucius, please.
What would I roll on that one?
Give me a strength and athletics, please.
Okay.
And you can use your extra dice. Yes, Caleb.
Sorry. Only because of the lower difficulty from Fog's Gun 3.
Okay. So you got a 3. I have a 9 with a ag. I have a cat pouncing. I have Archie trying to do. What are you doing again, Archie? I'm so sorry.
Trying to knock over.
And I've got Lucius doing. Okay, so many things happen at once because, as in the world of darkness, this is what happens. What'd you get, Lucius? Oh, Jesus, Mike. So as the cat jumps, Lucius decides to do. I'm going to, break the floor. At the same time, we have 2 glasswalkers shooting and Archie jumping for these cages. The floor does not really like Lucius's way of saying hello and starts to crack. We're using his extra actions to do so. And as the floor cracks, that is at the same time Casper has jumped over to knock these cages with Archie following suit. As the glasswalkers decide to spray and pray, because this is what we're doing with our lives, they do exactly that as these people are falling. You have now I would say kind of killed off not all, but most of these people, most of them, because they are now on the next floor down. With Casper and Archie, I wouldn't say exactly doing like a horizontal dance, but more they're kind of close to each other with these cages, trying not to have them slide down into this hole. As the glasswalkers are trying to now probably shoot downwards. Lucius, are you going to follow down and start killing?
Oh, yes.
Good. Casper, what you doing? Because you've now knocked these 2 with Archie, and you're almost teeter-tottering them. They can't go down into this hole, but at the same time, you're trying not to get them to go down this other hole. You're between 2 holes and a broken floor.
I'm going to kind of point I'm gonna climb down off of them and point my maw in the direction of the floor so that I'm looking down towards where the black spirals fell. And I'm going to use Fist of Kalash to just destroy the floor so that they fall towards the black spirals instead of out of the building.
Okie dokie. Give me that. And as they're doing that, I'm assuming that the glasswalkers are going to shoot again.
Yes.
I want
By the
those
way,
rolls.
with this gun, every bullet is aggravated damage.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. That's why I'm not
and
rolling.
Don't forget to add your 4 damage dice
Yes.
for the bullet for the gun being a 9mm.
I'm doing all the math in my head, and it's really sad.
I'm spending another Gnosis point, slapping a new clip in with lightning reflexes, and doing the exact same thing.
Valid.
Emptying the clip into them.
As they're
I'm
doing
still
that,
just shooting one person at a time, but 3.
okay. While you're doing that, what are you doing, Lucius? Are you doing that again to break down the next floor?
Oh, no. One floor is enough. Our shooters already have the barrel to shoot this fish in. So what Lucius is going to do is not be one of the fish. He's going to be a shark. To him, it's a different type of thing. It's not a fish.
Right.
And he's going to, laying even more wreckage around this place. He's going to try and claw his way through the black spiral dancers as best as he can, especially the ones that are wounded but are still alive and up.
Okay. As you do that, Archie, what are you doing?
I'm going to open Sarah's cage if I can.
How are you going to do that?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't have a lot of time to look, but I would imagine if there's chains.
There's chains. There looks like several locks.
I'm going to start tearing off bindings on that.
Okay, give me a strength roll on that one.
Just
Casper,
strength?
what was... Yeah, just straight strength. Why not?
Um,
What'd you do, Casper? How well did you do?
I got all 5 of my because it costs a rage point, and then I have to make a rage roll. So I got all 5 of my remaining successes. So that's 50 pounds of contiguous material.
Right. This is fine. This is all fine.
So,
As everything starts to fall into that second room, while the glasswalkers are shooting up and just making this look like a slaughterhouse, with Lucius adding on to it. I mean, what was I thinking of putting in only 20 BSDs? I should have added more. You do see those cages falling down on, you got 5, got you. You see those cages falling down as Archie starts to pop open the chains. And then you hear that familiar cackle and this blonde woman with now a torn up flowery dress just going, "Did you get it?"
Hey, Peggy.
We got a piece.
Well, good. There's another 20 coming my way. Did you get the girls?
I point at the cages.
Did you get the girls out?
Working on it. Working on progress.
Okay, I'll just check some more. And she will jump up and start running the opposite way. As you guys start to break the cages, anything else you'd like to do while you're slowly starting to destroy the building that I've created?
Lucius
If you
gonna
didn't
use
build
the
your
building.
building to withstand the werewolves, why did you put it in the game?
I didn't think you were going to do this.
Yeah.
You know, you make the plan, you create the plan, throw away the plan.
Yep.
Lucius has an action.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, he is going to take this very same building and utilize it to brutalize all the black spiders that are there.
And how are you doing that?
Oh, I'm gonna get the debris off the floor and I'm gonna utilize that to mash skulls as best as he can. To not skulls, kneecaps actually, kneecaps, so they cannot run.
a nice rebar mace.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay, so as you are destroying and making sure that these people are no longer living and no longer being able to walk, The cages are not that hard to break open. You have a passed out Sarah and you have a passed out Maya. You see from their looks, they went through hell. They've been through hell. How are you getting them out?
Caleb will finally shift forms and to Krynos and try and fly out. This room has been very well destroyed. If there's any opening to the outside, grab one and fly.
There
And
is
assume
a
someone else is gonna.
glass wall in front of you, yes.
Okay.
Can I see Sean from where I am?
Yeah, I mean, you're down kind of on the bottom part. You see Caleb jump down, grab her, or grab one of the girls and blow out. Sean's kind of like, doing his usual reclipping, taking his time. He's a wise guy to put
He's
in
not
that spot.
taking his time. He has lightning
not going anywhere.
reflexes. He's just
He's just doing things. He's just shooting people.
Well, Caleb answered my question. Do we heal him and get out, or do we just get out of here?
I think we get out of here.
All right. I'll grab I'll grab the other backmate, whoever it is.
Okay. Are you going out the same window?
Yeah, may as well. Well, I'm gonna point. They don't see it. Like I don't know if Lucius can see what we're doing, but I'll wave him down, point at the window.
I'm sure Lucius is
you're all
being that you're
connected with mind speech through Caleb.
Yeah.
So you can just say whatever you're wanting to say.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, head into the window. Someone get the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Lucius is gonna look at Casper. Still want Hupis?
Sure, as I shift back down into my Hamid form. Go ahead.
Lucius is going to grab it and look at Sean. Can you carry Peggy?
Yep.
And then Lucius is gonna whiff Casper out of the windows.
Sean just yells, "Peggy, come here!"
and you will hear the pitter patter of our feet going, yeah, what do you need?
And Sean just in an instant shifts into complete Krynos. So he's now a Krynos werewolf in a pinstripe suit and tie, and just holds an arm out for her.
Mm-hmm.
And also
Okay.
his hand is still a human hand.
She will grab it.
Mhm.
And
He
I'm
just-
sure
Picks her up and throws himself out the window behind the others flying with them.
and she'll just yell out, Wootini.
He's like, well, I got to do it.
He actually does just poke her in the side with the barrel of the gun.
She hasn't, it's fine. It's worth it by this time after what she's done. And it's not that hard to land.
Caleb is planning on landing by the room on the other side of the wall where we stashed the carts.
Okay.
As Sean sees them going to land, using what is it? Perfect morph and mixed morph, metamorph and mixed morph. He is morphing his vocal cords to be able to actually form words. And Junie, you said that 8 was the willpower.
Mm-hmm. Lowest
Of the-
willpower.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So I am activating Song of the Siren.
Of course.
And in Krynos form, singing at the top of his lungs.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I need to see how many dice I get on this. I
Too many?
already rolled persuasion earlier, so difficulty is lowered by 1.
Okay.
And with supporter, he gets a -2 on social rolls. So that takes us down to a difficulty of 5.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes. I can willpower this, right?
you can spend a willpower if you'd like.
To get another success.
I'm not surprised at this moment.
Spent another willpower and was able to get it to 6 successes. So everything that is within earshot of Sean's voice is frozen for 6 rounds and has to use a willpower to do anything. Except for his pack.
And as everyone has frozen and you guys land, I think right now this is where we're going to have to call it because I need 2 other people now.
Okay.
So I'd like to thank the players. I'd like to thank Will. I'd like to thank all the viewers for coming in and watching what werewolves do. I underestimated these people. Don't worry. I will plan better for next game. It will not be all combat, but it will be a lot of, oh my God, why? And I will let the disembodied voice of Shanky come and bless us with all of the things that he needs to tell us.
There is no Shanky, only Zool.
Okay, well, the disembodied of Zool coming in. Don't forget to shank him.
Here. Please, everybody, join us on our Discord. That is where the cast of this show comes from. Actually, that is where the cast of the entire Queen's Gambit comes from and all the other shows you see on the channel. So being on a Discord, hey, you might get to play with us because we post up casting calls. If you got a camera and you got a mic, guess what? You might get to play with us. So definitely join the Discord. Plus we do Zoom Hangouts when we can. I'll be fair. It's kind of hard to do it when you're streaming Friday and Saturday nights. It's kind of hard to do Zoom Hangouts. I'm just going to say that, just so you know. Hey, quit snitching early. Mama McStabber snitching early here. You want to catch our back episodes? Join us on or go over to our YouTube. You can catch back episodes of this one. You can catch back episodes of Kansas City, Chicago, Hidden City, Windy City After Dark. I won't even go into all the mage names because Neon, everything, it just kept getting changed. Different types of Neon from our Mage ST. Our Changeling, we've got Werewolf. Dear God, go to our YouTube, catch it all. If you want to see Call of Cthulhu or D&D 5e, go over to Ishval's channel. If you want to see some amazing content creators, check out our friends list. One of them right up here in the top. Junie, what you got going on?
No, I almost pulled a pen. Besides turning around and doing crazy things and just talking, I make trash fires apparently that you can put pins into. You can thank Will for the red stuff. Otherwise, I do crocheting. I try and do merch. I'm rebuilding my channel because I lost stuff. But the weird, crazy things. Though I will say I'm here next Friday, and I'm here Saturday nights with a group of crazy ass kindred. 3 of them right here.
Yep, you'll find. Yeah, we'll get on the schedule, but definitely want to watch that. Ravnos Archon, what you got going on there?
Well, the moment that we land and that everybody turns their attention to their pack mates, I'm just going to slip into my den realm because that's what cats do. I wash my hands of the wolves, and I'm going to go back to South Africa. But otherwise, you can catch me on my own channel doing TTRPG stuff. Tomorrow, we're going to start our countdown to Halloween, where we're going to do a special 4-part Old Gods of Appalachia story, just to try to get back into the swing of things. I've been dealing with some life issues, but trying to get back into streaming again. So keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, you can catch me here on Wednesdays, being the lovable scamp or the grumpy troll.
Or the demon.
But that hasn't happened yet, so I don't know what adverb to put to him. But yeah, demon. Not yet. We don't know that for sure. But you can see me on Demon as soon as that starts up in a couple of weeks.
Anyone else here got anything you're doing other than on our channel? Anyone else? Raise your hands. Nope. Everyone else is just on this channel. You'll trust me. You see, I know you see Antera, Archie there, Lucius, Sean. You see all them on other streams around here. Cali Salvo makes random appearances at streams he's interested in. Go to our YouTube channel. Check him out when he played over on Broken Tales. Because the Broken Tales story was pretty damn good. So, check that out. If you want to get some studio merch, go ahead, get you some merch. Sign into our merch store. But let me tell you, we don't really make any money on that. I don't push it that hard. Look, we're just proud everyone comes out to watch our streams. The merch is secondary, to be honest. There's something else I needed. Oh yeah. Bits and donations. They go to the players, not to the studio. It's a way for you to support the players who take their time and effort and, go through costumes, put up with all the crazy shit to, a way to support them. If you want to support the studio, subscribe on Twitch, gets rid of the ads. And let me tell you, ads suck for TTRPGs because you miss out. Whenever an ad pops out, you're missing out on content that you don't get to see until you rewind. And it sucks. I hate the ads. If you can also support us on our KoFi. If you're on YouTube, free way to support studio. Like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. That drives up our search ratings. We don't make much. We might make a whole $28 in a month on YouTube, but hey, that's 28 more than we had. Doesn't even cover the expenses for the month. Trust me. For the schedule this week, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, we have Call of Cthulhu. Tiss and their band of Victorian investigators are back. Hopefully Urani will get murdered, especially since he wasn't here in chat tonight. So I'm hoping he gets murdered. Everybody cross your fingers and pray that the curse hits him and he gets murdered. Come on. Since he's not here, we can talk shit. At 8 p.m., catch Chicago Hidden City. You'll see, actually, 4 of the people at this table right now. You will see in that as they go through Peterson's rule in Chicago. It's a crazy stream. Trust me. You want to catch that. Next week. Wow. All week we're off with no streams wait a minute. Nope. We do have a stream next week. We have the finale of Monster of the Month on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yep.
I was going to say, don't you forget about the heist hoes and the HR bros.
Oh God.
Heist hose.
Yes, that's a Gin of Thieves. Gin of Thieves and Sykeshire came up with that.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, heist hose along with the HR bros. And then of course Friday we're back for the next part of Werewolf in Queen's Gambit. Second of 3 episodes for it. So check that out. I've done all that now. Mental health, everybody. It's not a joke. It's not a laughing matter. Please take your mental health seriously. Check in on those around you. Make sure they're okay, because I know a lot of people aren't. And they hide it, they mask it, but it just takes a friendly voice to check in. Also, if you suffer from mental health issues, first of all, it's okay to not be okay. There's nothing wrong with admitting you have mental health issues. We all have them. Everyone to a different degree. Some of us worse than others. But if you have your mental health issues, I want you to take care of yourself. Reach out to your support network. And if you can't reach out to your support network, because I understand that some people don't feel comfortable sharing that with those around them, in chat, there's a list of numbers you can call or text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There'll be a professional on the other end of the line. And if you're in crisis, please reach out to one of those numbers. If you're watching this on YouTube or you're not in the U.S., go to findahelpline.com, put in your country of origin, and find out the support lines for your country. Because mental health is health, and we want you to take care of yourselves. And since Mama's not here, get your damn shots, get your flu shot, get your COVID boosters. Mama got both, and it whooped her ass, but she's back on her feet, so she's good to go. So get your damn shots. And please, not only register to vote, but if you're already registered, make sure your registration is valid still, because a number of states are purging voter rolls as fast as they fucking can. So verify that your registration has not been purged, because they'll do it. Trust me, they're doing the best they can to purge voter rolls. So make sure you're taking care of that. And look, I don't tell people who to vote for, but look for the party that's trying to regulate what women can do with their bodies, ones that are trying to make a certain amount of citizens second-class citizens, wanting to ban books, and think the only thing that solves gun problems is thoughts and prayers. Vote against those people. Thoughts and prayers don't stop shit, okay? Just telling you. So please, everybody, have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.